Namaste everyone. My name is Pranav. I belong to Faculty of Law and Governance, and in this session I am going to talk about internet and other technologies, and basically an overview of internet, how internet came into existence. So after this session a student will be able to understand internet and a variety of its application and other related technologies, understand various aspects related to internet protocols, e-commerce security, and an idea about e-commerce. And then in next session, I will talk about e-commerce also. So, what is internet? Internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks. It is a network of networks that consists of millions of private, public, academic, business, government networks, and many other networks. Uh, and they are linked by a broad linkage of or array of electronic, wireless, and optical networking technologies. So, internet carries an extensive range of information, resources, and services, such as interlinked hypertext document of the World Wide Web. So, whatever you type on the uh, search bar or the basically above the address bar is your interlinked hypertext, and it acts as an infrastructure to support email. It uses the standard internet protocol suite that is normally termed as TCP/IP to serve billions of users worldwide. And the importance of internet is that it has enabled and accelerated new forms of human interactions through instant messaging, internet forums, and social networking. So one must know what are the various forms of internet, like not forms, but how internet operates. And how internet operates is basically not falls within my ambit. It must be dealt with a teacher who is expert in how technology works, or basically an engineer. But I will tell you the basics of internet, like how it came into existence, what is World Wide Web, and features of World Wide Web. So the origin of internet is very interesting. The origin of internet reached back to the research commissioned by United States government in the 1960s to build a very strong, robust, fault-tolerant communication via computer networks. So the funding of new US backbone by the National Science Foundation in 1980s, as well as private funding for other commercial backbones. And it led to provide worldwide participation in the development of new networking technologies. And what happened that it merged various networks. And the commercialization of what was by the 1990s an international network resulted in its popularization and incorporation into virtually every aspect of modern human life. So, as per data, till June 2012, more than 2.4 billion people of the third, over a third of the world's human population have used the services of internet. And after the boom of Geo in India, it has reached to like the next level. So, what is World Wide Web? So, it commonly abbreviated to WWW, is a system of interlinked hypertext document. So what is interlinked hypertext documents? These are standard document format for internet, written using hypertext markup language, that is HTML, and it is accessed via internet with a web browser. Now what is web browser? A browser is a piece of software that acts as an interface between the user and the inner workings of internet. So browser is basically a window which opens the gates to the depths of internet. And one can view web pages that may contain text, images, videos, and other multimedia and navigate between them via hyperlinks. Now, British engineer, famous Sir Tim Berners-Lee, he came with an idea in March 1989 and wrote a proposal that referenced his database and software project known as Inquire, and he described a more elaborate information management system. Now, in the year 1990, he published a more formal proposal to build a hypertext project called World Wide Web to be viewed by browsers using client server architecture. Now, what is client server architecture must be dealt by a teacher of technological expertise. Now, this project Inquire and this project hypertext project called World Wide Web gave birth to World Wide Web. So, what is the features of World Wide Web? So, it is a feature. It acts as a medium of publishing information. It acts as a easy retrieval of information. It helps or facilitate easy navigation of documents. It facilitates linking of documents. It facilitates help its infrastructure in helping in sharing information, easy research, and various other use of information. Now, one very important part of or feature of World Wide Web is use of protocol. So protocol, basically, you must have heard the term is hypertext transfer protocol, and hypertext transfer protocol act as an interface between web clients and software such as Netscape Navigator, right? And then then with this comes browser. The browser is a piece of software that acts as interface between the user and inner workings of internet. So it connects a web server and sends a request for information, and then receives the information and then display it on the user's computer. So it acts as a medium. Now you have heard various popular browser like Netscape, Microsoft, Mosaic, Opera, Google Chrome. What are the features of web browsers? The web browsers can be act as is very helpful. Like it, you can bookmark, you can use multiple browsing windows, you can have multiple views in the window, secure data transmission. Now with this comes web addresses. Excuse me. Now, web addresses refers to particular pages on web server and which are hosted by company or organizations. Just type www.google.com. You will reach. This is web address. So uh, how web address works? So basically, HTTP colon slash slash www dot domain name dot extension is basically com in org whatever it is slash file name. But this is how it appears. So where then comes domain name. Domain name fall within two two brackets. One is IPR. I will deal with it IPR in coming session. And again in it has a separate domain also. So you have heard about com, edu, net, org, in, gov, gov. So com is used by commercial organizations like google.com. Edu is used by educational institutes. Net is used by organizations involved in internet operations. Org is basically miscellaneous organizations. In is for country code for India. So PK is country code for Pakistan. So there are two letters abbreviation used for it. GOV is for governmental entities. Now with internet comes intranet. What is intranet? Intranet is private network which is designed to meet the internal information needs of the employees. It is accessible only by authorized employees, contractors, or customers. It is basically used to communicate non-sensitive but broadly useful information, such as general product information, details of health insurance. So the need of intranet is result of many factors, like it is cost effective, it is promptly available, it is less expensive, custom support. So this is intranet. One then comes extranet. Extranet is also a private network which operates similarly like an intranet but is directed at customers or suppliers, that is people outside of organization. For people inside an organization it is intranet. For the people outside of the organization it is extranet. And extranet is a computer which allows controlled action from the outside for specific business or educational purposes. In a business to business context, an extranet can be viewed as an extension of organization's internet that is extended to users outside the organization. So, application we have learned about internet, intranet, and extranet, and you are well aware of the uses of or applications of internet. It can be used in communications, management of business operations, education, research and studies, e-commerce, e-governance, and then the list goes not exhaustive. With this come email. Email like electronic mail. It also uh, comes with a web address like Gmail. So what is the advantages of email? Speed, it's very cost, multiple copies, auditing, sharing data, multimedia, group work, flexibilities, and with advantages come disadvantages. So there are certain disadvantages of email. For example, routing, cost, spam, security issues, and there are various loopholes of emails. That is why some deceit, internet bamboozlement also happens. We get deceived a lot through the use of emails. So with this, I will end this session, and in the next session, I will start discussing about intellectual property rights in cyberspace. Till then, thank you.